Hey love bugs, welcome back. Today is lost track of the day 6, right? I finished foiling all the sections of my hair. My hair it looks crazy right now, but trust me, it won't be this crazy. It will look it's sectioned up into how I foiled my hair, because I told you I'm doing this with a reason. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to mix up my base toner, where I kept on mentioning in my video earlier that I was going to do a color melt. So what I'm doing is I'm going to tap my roots so I can get rid of these orange patches that I have right here. Starting off the base, I'm going to try and eliminate this orange pieces here right there before I put my overall toner on my hair. Usually when I do these things, we do these things in a salon. We usually do them together, means color melt. You do your root toner, then you continue through the ends with the other toners that you want to do. But because this is a situation where I'm doing this myself, I kind of want to do my roots first before I put the overall toner in there, so I don't get color transferring down to where my blonde parts are and mess up my color. So I'm going to do my roots first. I'm going to rinse out, then I'll do my overall toner in the end, and then it's going to be done. But today, let's just overall focus on how I'm going to mix my toner, why I'm picking the toners that I'm picking to do my root melt. Then I'll apply it so you guys can see that. Cool? Great. So, the root colors that I've decided to use are, can you see this? 7N and 7P from Shades EQ. Let me get closer. You can see that. 7N and 7P. Now, I'm using that because the N is a neutral color and the P has a blue base background in it, where it's going to cancel out the orange pieces that I have going on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try not to do too much of it so I can gauge how much I need. So I'm doing about 20 ounces of the N, 7N from Shades EQ. Then I'm going to do, what was it, 20 ounces? I'm going to do 10 ounces of the P. Right, that's going to be my ratio. So it's 2:1. 20 ounces of the N, and then 10 ounces of the 7P. So it's 7N and 7P. 30 ounces of 7N and 7P. Then I'm using the Shades EQ processing solution, which is dedicated just for Shades EQ toners. And I'm going to mix another 30 ounces of that. So that will be 60 ounces which will be equal parts of it. So the ratio mixture of my toner to my developer Shades EQ's processing solution is 1:1. That's my ratio mixture. I'll put everything in the description so that you can figure out the measurements and how much I use and what I used in the description so you can get it. Well, I'm dropping everything, so I'm going to put it back in here. And since I have Olaplex, I'm going to measure about 1/16, maybe even less than that. I got interrupted, so let me do this again. Let me try this again. I have about another 1/16 of an ounce of the Olaplex, and I'm going to put it in here. Remember that doing color in your hair is you're altering the bands in your hair. So I'm trying to protect my hair as much as possible with this whole Olaplex thing as I do this high bleaching process with my hair. So what I'm doing is I'm going to mix it up like that. And I'm going to proceed to apply. Now if you look at it, it's a jelly consistency. It's like jelly. And I'm just going to apply this. And this is going to kill the orange roots that I have. So people ask me questions all the time in my comments. How do you erase the orange hair? Usually to get a nice melt is that you use a lower level toner, which is close enough to what you want your desired color to be, but it's dark enough so they can kill out all the orange pieces that you have in your hair. So let me go ahead and apply. So this is my hair. Do you see it? It's like pretty much like really blonde with some brown pieces in it. Now what I'm going to do in terms of applications, because I left my root out, which I have explained to you why I did what I did in terms of still having dark roots, which I will work on later. My hair is damp, right? Usually the best thing for Shades EQ is to apply when your hair is dry. Now because I went through a very high processing trying to get my hair this light, my hair is porous, and I usually sometimes like to apply these toners when my hair is damp. So I dampen my hair a little, so my hair is not dripping wet, but it's damp, right? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit my orange like that. See that? So I'm blurring into the blonde, but then I'm also applying it to those parts of my hair that I have the orange in there like that. So pretty much that's what I'm going to be doing to blur this orange pieces that I have in my hair like that, and apply the toner like that. See? So I'm definitely coming into the blonde because I want to blur it out, and usually the best thing to do is we'll be going vertical like that, and or more so like diagonal like that. More vertical, diagonal, you know what I'm saying. I'm trying to blur it out so that it will cancel out my orange. And if you can see in the camera, I'm as close as I can. You see that it's killing my orange a little bit, and that's exactly what I want, so that I can have a nice smooth transition. Now what I'm doing is I'm going to be taking small sections like this. Now Shades EQ processes for about 20 minutes in terms of directions with Redken. So what I'm doing is I'm taking small sections so I can tackle all the different oranges that I have in my hair like that. See in the base? I told you I want my root to be shadowed, so I'm doing what I need to do to get my root to be shadowed. Again, this is also kind of difficult to do on your own, but I told you I'm tackling this. I'm doing this myself because I figured I've been able to do this much. I might as well just kill it all, right? So with this in mind, I'm trying to blur my roots like that. It's difficult to do these things because one of the things I don't want to do is to bring the blonde too close so that I you know, it's just too far down. I guess that's kind of what I'm trying to say. But I'm taking as small sections as I can. So just watch me do this. I'm gonna speed through it because I'm not doing anything really crazy. I'm just really trying to blend to blur my dark roots. Blur my orange pieces out. So let's do that. Oh, do you see that? I don't want to overdo this. So let me keep going and do this. So do that. So if you can see my hair, you see the orange roots that I have, like this toner has all the way killed it. And so I can get that dark root that I'm talking about, I kept on talking about. So I'm going to let this thing sit on my hair for about, I'm going to let this sit on my hair for about 20 minutes. That's the recommended. It probably took me about 15 minutes to apply this whole thing. I'm just going to let it sit on there for an extra 20 minutes. And have it all the way processed so my roots can catch the color and have it sit on there for a long time at the period. I'm really not trying to wash it out quickly because I told you the main point of this for me is to have a darker root. So I'm okay with my end staying lighter but my roots being darker. As you see, my roots are brown. And that's exactly what I was doing. That's why I didn't really care that I had the orange roots, because I didn't want my roots to be light. I wanted my roots to be darker. So when I rinse it all out, I'll come back and show you how my hair looks like overall. The back part I already applied it because I did my back a couple of days ago. So I already did my roots in the back because of the whole application process being a little bit more cumbersome and trying to film at the same time for you guys to understand what I'm doing. I did my back. So I'm going to rinse everything out and then I'm going to come back and have you look at my color. Now my color, my ends are nice and bright and yellow. So when I put any type of ashy type toner on my hair will be nice and ashy like I want it to be. One of the things that you have to recognize is your hair has to be lightened enough. My hair is not orange, my hair is yellow. Now, I know a lot of naturals over here. Don't come for me because I already knew that my curl pattern was going to stretch out and be elongated. I will be doing some deep conditioning treatments along this blonde journey so my curls can constrict a little bit and tighten up. But even with Olaplex, so you can see how my curls got elongated. And I had the bleach sit on my hair, each section that I did, for about an hour 15 minutes max, and I took it out and still my curl pattern has elongated. So bleaching your hair and lifting your hair high enough, if you are natural, guaranteed that your curl pattern will loosen up. So this is something that you should know as a curly person when you're going into this whole process, is that you will not get that super tight curl that you have in the end, because this is a high chemical process, right? So I'm excited. My roots are dark. I'm going to rinse my hair so you can see my hair. I don't have my toner yet that I'm going to use. Oh, I don't have my clear that I'm going to add to I have my toners, but I don't have my clear. So what I'm going to do is when my toner comes in, which it should be coming in within the next few, whatever, the day or two, I can come back and film my very last process where I am applying my toner all over my hair. And I'm styling my hair so you guys can see how my hair looks like, okay? So this is my final before I apply my toner. Thanks. Hello, folks. I am back. And this is the final stage of my coloring process. This has been a couple days. Now, this is a close-up of my hair. And I lied. I did my roots. I was waiting for my stuff to come in the mail, so I was like, I'm home, why not do my roots? So I lied and I did my roots. Now, this is the final stage, like I mentioned before, and I'm going to coat my hair, of course, with Shades Eq because that's what I use mostly for myself when I do color or when I do any type of toning or I have a toning situation. So don't send me a message if your hair is orange. If your hair is orange, don't be using level 9 toners. It will not work. Your hair will not be what you want it to be. So I'm going for a little bit more of a cooler tonation. My hair is yellow and yellow blonde, and I guess I can leave it like that, but I don't really want my hair to stay like this. Some people kind of like their hair like this, and sometimes you always don't have to use a toner. I feel like people feel like they have to always use a toner. If you're able to bleach your hair to the level or the coloration that you want, if you want your hair to be a little bit warmer, like my hair is a little bit warmer now, but it's still not orange, right? You see it? So, but I don't want my hair to stay warm. I want my hair to be much cooler. So I'm going to be using cooler based toners, which I've already expressed this, and I'm going to link the videos below this description so you can see how they looked. I did them on a mannequin head, but I'm doing it on my hair now so you can see how they look like. I'm mixing a couple of Shades Eq toners, so let me show you. So these are what I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using all level 9 toners. I'm going to be using this crystal clear. This is what I was waiting for in the mail that I had to wait. So it came in finally, and what I am going to do, I'm going to mix everything in here. And what I've decided to do is I'm going to use the clear, and I'm going to mix that first. And I'm going to do 1.5 ounces of the clear, right? So about that. And I'm going to do 9V is the purple violet tonation that's going to cancel out my yellow, which I've talked about before. So this is 9V. Is this coming showing that? 9V? Yes. I'm going to use 0.5 of an ounce, like so 0.5 ounces of that, right? Of 9V. I'm going to use 9N, which is the natural color, 0.5 ounce of the 9N. 9N. I'm going to use 0.5 of 9P. Now this is 9NA. 9NA is very strong, but usually I recommend that you use them with a 9V in your formula so that your hair does not turn. It has a nice strong blue pigment in it. So you use it with 9V so that your hair does not turn green. I don't necessarily need a whole lot of it because this is a lot of cool. All the toners are pretty cool. So I'm just really going to do, like when I say a drop, like really a drop. I wish I had a stopper. The best way to use these toners where you don't want a whole lot is by using like a dropper or a stopper. And I just really want a drop of it to just really cancel out all my warmth in my hair. So let's see if I can do a drop. Pretty much it. That's all I need. I don't need a whole lot. I just want a drop in it to give me that boom cancellation of all the warmth in my hair, and that's all I need. So I have about 3 ounces of toner right here. 3 ounces. I have a lot of my hair is thick, so I just wanted to mix enough and so that I don't have an issue. So this is all the color I'm using. I'm using a total of 3 ounces of color with my mixture, and this is the processing solution that I used earlier. And I'm going to, it's the ratio for the toners to the developer, which is the processing solution, is 1:1. So I am really measuring all the way up to 6 ounces like that of color. So I have a total of 6 ounces in my mixture like that. And I'm going to part my hair and apply so you can see it. Okay, I did the back already because look at how it looks like now. It's kind of changed color. But yeah, let me hurry up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this sit on my hair for a good 20 minutes, because that's what the instructions for Shades EQ is. I used a lot of clear because sometimes these colors end up getting like really ashy really fast, and I wanted it to take its time to do that. And I want to wait the full 20 minutes for it to process. Sometimes us stylists, because we might be rushing or we want to do another client really quickly, we kind of wash it out too quickly. And when you wash your toners out too quickly, they don't last. The person goes home and then they come back and they say, my hair is yellow. It's because sometimes we don't let the toner sit on there the full processing time. So I'm going to allow it to sit there my full processing time of 20 minutes. I pretty much want my hair to be super saturated, so every single strand, because these sometimes if you don't do it properly, you don't get what you're looking for. So I'm pretty much like putting all the 6 ounces of toner on my hair and keep it moving. So I will be back. So this is how my hair looks like right now. It's slowly going to process and be what I want it to be and cancel out the yellow pigmentation that I have in my hair and make my hair a lot more of a cooler blonde. So I will be back when I rinse it out after the 20 minutes, show you what it looks like when it's wet, let my hair dry out during the day, and then that'll be my final time. Hey guys, I'm finally done. My hair is dry. I have product in my hair. What do I have? Some deep conditioner, some type of oil, and kinky curly custard. So my curls are sort of defined, but they've kind of dried out. So this is how my hair looks like face up, right? That's my curls. I told you some of my curls have stretched out a little bit. And my hair is still blonde. It didn't get ashy, because I wasn't necessarily going for the real ashy look. I just wanted my yellow to be sort of canceled out and neutralized so that I will have a more natural type of blonde now. So if you see my hair like that, this is kind of how it looks like after I toned it with the toner mixture that I had. One thing I noticed was that I didn't highlight the back as much as I thought I did, and so my highlights in the back is not as strong as my facial highlight, where I have a lot more blonde in the top, which is fine. Overall, I'm pleased. I thought I did that because I wasn't sure if I would be able to do this all the way like I did. So let me know in the comments what you think after I toned my hair, what you think about my the type of depth that I have, my dark roots, everything overall in general, what you felt about this video. I will definitely insert some pictures in the back about how so you can see how the back looks like. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, comment below, let me know what you think overall in general. This thing is like not centered. And also make sure you use my my link below for Olaplex to buy some Olaplex so you can protect your hair and stuff like that. So thank you for watching, and I will see you guys later. Peace out.